In old school RuneScape, there are many ways a player can challenge themselves, whether it be training skills, fighting bosses, fighting other players, and even speedrunning. I've been interested in a long-term speedrun for quite some time now, and recently, a few noteworthy individuals have been speedrunning a max cape on fresh accounts. But that's not the speedrun I'll be going for. What I'm looking at is none other than the Tiz Kal Zook Slayer helmet. Obtainable only by completing all of the tasks in the Combat Achievement Diary. So I'll keep the rules of this series short and sweet. Rule 1, we'll measure time based off of the in-game timer, as it's the easiest way to keep track of it. Second, this will be done on a fresh main account, right off a tutorial island. And third, since we are a filthy main account, we will be abusing alts, boosting, cheese strats, you name it, all of them around the table, and we'll make use of every single one we can find. Now, with all of that out of the way, my name's a Cold One, and let's get started. With the monotony of Tutorial Island completed, our first order of business is to get some free shit from our main account. We then transport this to Varrock to start a questline that unlocks the Arclight. It's very important that we light fires while doing this quest, so the locals of Varrock fear our very existence. We claim our first key for the Demon Slayer quest, throw some water down the drain, and come over and become an official homeowner. We then grab the second key, before continuing our pyromaniac tendencies all across Varrock. Since our first goal is the Angler outfit, we're making our way to Artie the old-fashioned way, by pulling the scary lever. Twice. Now the citizens of this impossible-to-pronounce town have to deal with us. And with 30 fire making out of the way, we can complete this arbitrary quest that gives us more than enough fishing experience to ride the trawler boat. Some of you might have noticed this character is called Dumb Idiot 4. Well, that's because there's 4 dumb idiots, and they're all riding the boat together. If anyone watching this is familiar with the Legend of Zelda speedruns, this boat is basically the Dampy of the run, and it would be a cause to reset if I'm unlucky. So with 4 accounts, certainly one of them has to get lucky, right? Let's make this fun. Pause the video and comment down below right now, without cheating, which dumb idiot you think will finish the set first. And on the way back up, you might as well hit the subscribe button. It's not going to hit itself. Now without further ado, after we get rid of the pop-up windows and disable the C6 simulation camera, which is still a thing, let's see which dumb idiot can finish the set first. And Dumb Idiot 3 is our winner, finishing the whole set in just 10 boats. Dumb Idiots 1, 2, and 4 are sent packing, never to be seen again. And now that we have our winning account, we can invest more into him, including a very important name change. While we get 10 fletching, let's go over a rough battle plan for today. There's a lot of requirements for the Grandmaster Combat Diaries, and wouldn't you know it, one of them is quests. Everyone says you should quest in the early game, and they're not wrong. It sucks, but everyone's gotta do it. But don't worry, we'll end the video with some combat achievements. With 10 fletching being the requirement for Tourist Trap knocked out of the way, there was only 2 quests I really wanted to finish before leaving this area, that being Monk's Friend for the woodcutting experience, and Plague City for the mining experience, and of course the ability to teleport back to Artie. And while we're still level 3 combat, there's a few places I want to make use of. One of them being the Chaos Altar in level 38 Wilderness. In order for a PKer to attack me before I'm done using what I brought, they would need to be level 51 combat or lower. On top of that, PKing is completely dead, and the odds of running into anyone out here, let alone someone who can attack me, is basically 0, making this. I just lost 15 mil in bones. I hate it here. Luckily, I've done some research on Reddit, and I found out that main accounts apparently have infinite money, and it's never an issue. And they're right, I do have infinite money, so we just bought some more bones and went right back to doing what we did. This time, however, no matter what type of person I saw, whether it was a bone runner or PKer, I would just hop immediately. It came to my attention the day after running these, the Darkbow account and the group Ironmen training Prayer were in fact the same person. So if you recall Sea Engineer's PvP with Hardcore Ironman series, where he's all paranoid anytime he sees another player and says,
"Is this a scout?"
He's right. Everyone's a scout apparently. Trust no one. Anyway, you'll notice I'm stopping short just before 80 Prayer. I could just get it, but the quest I plan to complete will just finish the level, so I may as well save a little bit of money. The Death Warp gets us out of the wilderness a little faster, and I want to be in Lumbridge anyway. Back in Lumbridge, we get a few more care packages from the so-called infinite money source called the main account. I need to complete X marks the spot in Druidic Ritual before heading to Wintertodt, so I'll knock out a few other quests on the way. The first of which being Cook's Assistant. This episode is sponsored by Ring of the Elements, because it teleports you to this location right by the shed. That's X marks the spot so we can access Saya, Imp Catcher, Restless Ghost, stopping by this dude while I can hold 25 bones so I can pick up his key for the Demon Slayer quest, Rune Mysteries, and more free shit from the First National Bank of Cold. Doric is on the way to Cake Mix up in Taverley, so we decided to help him out and claim the free mining experience. That's Druidic Ritual for the Herblore unlock. We start the Knight's Sword. We start the Shield of Arav on our visit to the library in Varrock, get a free certificate half from someone who is not, I repeat, not, a paid actor, and complete Shield of Arav. Witch's Potion is on the way to Thurko, so we stopped by and made the potion real quick. And the second skill requirement for Tourist Trap is done as soon as we complete the Knight Swords quest. Varrock seemed a bit too peaceful when I stopped by the library, so I'm just gonna do my thing again and light it all on fire. I'll get back to you. And with that last log, that gets us 50 fire making and access to the prestigious skilling boss, the Wintertodt. It has 8 tasks for us to complete, each more difficult than the last, but I think we got this. I am achieving so much combat right now. With the first KC we knock out 3 tasks, and between kills I'm going to log out to keep my in-game time as low as possible. Since I wasn't sure how fast the world was going to complete the game, I decided to log in at 100% just for this one to find out how long it would actually take for me to score up 500. We had a decent amount of time left, so for the rest of these I'll be logging in once the Wintertodt is down to 80%. That's another task for repairing one of the braziers. And that's the task for 5 Wintertodt kill count. We are now a novice. So I think we'll just skip ahead to the one task where I've got to get 3,000 points. Luckily with the power of a main account I can get the HP down to 4% and log in on that and... well, there he is. And with that, that is the final 2 combat achievements of Wintertodt, being 3,000 points and 10 kill count. We end the first video with a total level of 293, but more importantly, we end with a playtime of only 4 hours and 55 minutes. We also found a way to complete all of the seemingly impossible Wintertodt combat tasks. I'd like to thank you all for watching today. Next episode, we're going to do so many quests. It's going to make this series look like a fresh start World Leagues 4 $32,000 Deadman Mode tournament sponsored by Audible, Dashlane, Displayed, ExpressVPN, Filmora, G Fuel, Genshin Impact, Grammarly, HelloFresh, Manscaped, Mecha Arena, NordVPN, Raid Shadow Legends, Raycon, Earbuds, Ridge Wallet, Marvel Strike Force, Skillshare, Bespoke Post. Follow my Twitter, follow my Twitch. Bye bye.